Oh man. Uh, so what's been going on with me and where are the videos? And just kind of want to give you guys an update then about what has been happening. It's kind of a lot of stuff. So it's going to be kind of like a personal stuff as well. So just let you guys know there's no scripting or anything. I just kind of thought about it on my way home and I kind of wanted to give you guys an update on because I realized, man, I haven't recorded a video in a while. Um, Pretty much what's happening, at least right now, is that I've talked about it before on live streams and in previous videos, but usually around this time, companies are getting ready to reveal like new products or send out products and stuff like that for reviews, etc. So there was a drop, I would say, drop off in products being acquired to me, especially since I am a smaller content creator, or as far as like numbers and audience goes, a lot of the bigger content creators get picked first, i.e., in case in point, the Comica VM40. When it was announced, I've been reaching out to them after it was announced. And when other people started getting hands on and doing reviews, I was asking and I never heard anything back. And then obviously recently I just did the review on the Comica VM40 and it was like the microphone had been out for a while already. And this is a company that I've worked with before in the past on several of their products. And yeah, that's just somehow, sometimes that's how it works out. Bigger content creators with bigger audience, bigger influence, and everything like that. They usually get picked before somebody like me, which is perfectly fine. I'm not complaining or whatever. I'm just telling you guys so you guys are aware why sometimes there is going to be a drop off and how many reviews and stuff I'm putting out. Another reason is me and my wife. I think I've mentioned before. This summer or late summer, something like that, we're going to be going to Hawaii for a family reunion on her dad's side. And we're trying to save up money. So I am not out there buying, the Sigma lens and the Sony Alpha 6700 and like some other accessories and stuff. I am, not really spending money on anything as far as uh, getting any gear to do reviews on, just because we're trying to save every single penny that we can, um, to have money while we're there to, obviously survive, get food, do things and stuff like that. Plus, we're gearing up to actually move out of state to another state that's almost halfway across the country. So that's another thing that we're trying to save up for. So every little penny helps in saving. So that's exactly what we're doing. We're saving. So that kind of is putting me in a rough spot of not being able to purchase gear for reviews. And I haven't done that in a while, but even if I don't do a review on something, it's usually something that I'll get for my office or something like that to help me easily do reviews a little bit more, at least better or easier quality of life kind of improvements and stuff to the setup and everything. So even that stuff I'm not able to do. Um, just from a financial standpoint, it just makes more sense to save the money for when we need to move and everything like that. That's why I acquired all that stuff, and then was like, okay, from this point on, not doing anything else. So yeah, that's just one thing that I wanted to give you guys a little update on. Like I said, why I haven't been posting reviews as frequently. It's, well, two things: is the fact that I'm trying to save my little money for things that we need to do, and on top of that, just sometimes companies, they pick and choose who they're gonna send a product out first, and it's gonna be the bigger content creators, and then it's gonna trickle down even if I've worked with them multiple times. Another thing is, recently I had a company hit me up, and I wasn't going to do the reviews. I'm still gonna do it or wherever. They're kind of we're kind of in the midst of talking right now, but it's kind of like a thing for DaVinci Resolve. I'm not sure how many people are going to be interested in something like that. That's why when they first reached out to me like September of last year, I was just like, I don't know. And they reached out to me again and they kept pressing like, hey, we want to work with you on this or wherever. So I finally just like, okay, cool. Cause I could use it, if I decide to do any client work. I've talked about it for getting photography and stuff like that. I could potentially, use this stuff, but it's like I don't use all the programs that the stuff works with I only use Lightroom right now, not even a classic version. And all I have stuff is classic version or Photoshop and all that stuff. And it's like I don't even use those programs. I only use Adobe Lightroom. And then I barely use DaVinci Resolve, only for a little bit of color grading. But most of my videos are already color graded. Like right now, this video is already color graded and everything because I have LUTs and filters and I record in OBS and stuff. So it's like I don't know how applicable it's going to be to me. And then I know I want to say everybody in my audience, but I know a wide majority of people in my audience, they have other editing programs. A lot of them probably don't even use DaVinci Resolve, but I know a lot of people don't even color grade that watch my videos and stuff because obviously my videos are not about that stuff. They're about product reviews. So, or about products that I review. So I don't know who that's going to be applicable to. And that's one thing that I've noticed. I said it before, that a lot of companies will reach out to me to review something or do something. And it's like, that has nothing to do with what I do here. You know what I mean? So it's like, why would I accept this? This doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? So this is one of those times where it's like, it could be somewhat useful to me, and maybe somebody out there who uses DaVinci Resolve can find use case scenario for it. But even when I talk about cameras and stuff like that, and I talk about using certain color picture profiles with either the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 or the Sony ZV-E10 Mark II or even the Mark 1, anything like that, I find out a lot of people just refuse to use color picture profiles for whatever reason. They refuse to use it. They'll use intelligent auto mode or no color picture profile and be like, I like the colors, I like this, I like the way it looks, everything like that. And then you watch their stuff and it just always looks bad. And it's like your footage should look 10 times better than what it does. Cause I've had the cameras, you know, I've had the equipment before and I've gotten it to look a lot better. And there's no reason for your stuff to look as bad, but you keep saying that you think it looks good. And it's like, no, it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you need your eyes checked or something. I don't know, but it is what it is. That's why I'm like, I don't know if this color grading thing or wherever is going to work out or anything like that. So we'll see when I do the video and what I think about the product. Another one is a YouTube solution and a webcam thing or whatever that's coming up. I will be doing a review and working with the company for the very first time and stuff like that. I'm going to have to change the way I do something. So I'm going to state in that video and I'm going to state it here. I'm letting the company see it before it goes live, just because of the technical specs or wherever. And I kind of learned my lesson with OnSbot when they say they want to see the video before it goes live for technical specs or reasons or wherever, specifications or whatever they try to tell you. And I've had companies try to tell me that before because they wanted to manipulate the video and all that stuff. So I told them I'm gonna say it in the video that they have seen this video. And I'm letting you guys know right now that they're going to see the videos before they go live because they want me to make 2 separate videos. So just want to be completely transparent. I don't think enough people on the platform are transparent enough. So I'm gonna tell you guys, you know what I'm saying? And I already told them I'm not changing anything. You can check it for specifications and make sure, because I told them the way I do my videos is that I get the product wherever from the company. They tell me any highlights, anything they want me to cover in the video, wherever, touch on or stuff like that, what makes the product so interesting or somebody should take a look at it for whatever reason. Then I look at the company's website or wherever they're selling it at or wherever and look at the specifications, look at all that stuff. I gloss over the manual depending on if it's a big thick manual or something like that. Obviously I don't have the time to read every single page, but I do my due diligence as much as possible. And then what I do after that is I watch how many reviews I can or whatever on the product before I go out and make my own review. So if the product has like 20 videos or something like that, I will watch majority of them and see what people are saying. More often than not, what I do is I start with the people who have a lower amount of views on the video or subscribers, and then I'll work my way up. Because what I've noticed, and it's not always the truth, but what I've noticed is with some of the companies that have reached out to me is that those bigger content creators, they're just brown nosing the company, or they just doing the video because they don't care. It's a free video, it's a free product, it's free views, advertisement for the channel, wherever, get people to click on it, all that stuff. And it's only positives for them. They don't really care about you and your decision to purchase the product that they're peddling. So that's why I completely, 9 times out of 10, just disregard whatever the bigger content creators are saying. It's not all the time that this happens, but majority of the time of me doing not only product reviews for about 3 years now, but being a content creator since 2014, looking at products, trying to buy stuff or wherever, being in this realm of this digital age of, looking up reviews or wherever in a video format, I have noticed that a lot of people just, they don't really care about you spending money on the product. All they care is about you using their affiliate link and the company getting a positive video in order for that company to work with that person again in the future, regardless if it's a small company or not. A lot of people won't even point out negatives or anything like that. Like tablets, like I just realized, I just ran into that recently, a tablet burning, like the connector or wherever at the USB port, burning the USB Type-C cable and the tablet or wherever, and almost causing a fire. When I looked at reviews and stuff of this thing, nobody was talking about this other than like maybe 2 people or wherever. But when you look at the reviews of the tablet, I'm not going to go into detail with it, but people were saying like, this is one of the best knockoff tablets out there, etc. and stuff like that. Just glorifying the company or whatever, because they're getting the products for free, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why I don't trust too many reviewers, and I don't expect you guys to trust me. You know what I'm saying? I've said it before, I'm human. You know what I'm saying? I make mistakes. That's why I have those stipulations in my review disclaimers. And that's why I say all the time, you know what I'm saying? Nothing that's man-made is perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. You might have a different, thought process or opinion than I do. It is what it is. Lastly, pretty much I've been live streaming, man. That's pretty much all I've been doing over on Kick. I'll leave a link in the description. You can come check it out if you want to. I've been playing Apex, just been grinding ranked and everything. I'm not the best when it comes to video games or wherever, but I love FPS games, and I just been playing that because I just haven't had anything to really record or anything. A little bit of personal stuff. Just dropped my son off at daycare. We've been trying to find an in-home nanny to babysit him while my wife goes to work, or I do what I need to do here or wherever. And sometimes it will work out. The people are just strange. You'll tell them to do this and that and the third, like with him and everything like that, because he needs certain things, and it's like they listen to you, but then we have cameras all over our house, and my wife will watch him like when she's at work or wherever, and I'll pull them up sometimes when I'm here if I'm not too distracted or wherever. And it's like they just don't listen. Like she's writing out like a piece of paper for them, and they read it and stuff, and they're still messaging her like all day while she's at work. Or they just don't listen to like, hey, he needs this at this time, or if he's doing this, do this. And it's like, huh, what did I do? And or they just won't do certain things like feed him. It's like, it's common sense, you know what I'm saying? We say, hey, if he does this action, that means he's hungry, because he's having a little bit of issues. He's not full on talking yet. He just hit 2 years old and stuff like that. So we're trying to get him to a spot to where he can communicate, and trying to teach him how to talk and everything like that. And it's like, hey, he has certain cues and everything, and this is what this means, this is what that means. And it's like they're just sitting there like, oh, we don't know what's going on with him. I don't know what's going on with him. I'm trying to do this and that and that. And it's like, well, if you would have just listened and read the paper that we gave you and what we messaged you about, like my wife went through the whole vetting process, and it takes a while. And it's like the people just don't listen. They're just wanting to sit there and click the paycheck. So we're trying out a daycare, and obviously with him being super attached to me and my wife, it's kind of hard to take him to the daycare because he just sits there and cries the whole entire time. Lastly, another thing is that I went back on medication for my bipolar and my PTSD and stuff. I went back on lithium, been on it for about a week and a half now. Hopefully, we see some positive changes in that, because I've been dealing with a lot as far as being a content creator, being a father, being a husband, and just dealing with, I don't want to say like almost like flashbacks, but dealing with that, dealing with a lot of mental issues and certain times of the year and stuff like that. It just, you know, doing the best I can. I guess that's the best way to put it. So some days is worse than others. You know what I mean? That's why recently, if you guys have noticed, I've been using the Elgato prompter for my videos, doing the little scripts and stuff like that, because so many people tell me to do scripts, look at the camera, do all this stuff. And honestly, I have not been happy with uh, the videos. I haven't been happy with the scripting and stuff like that. The scripts does make the videos a little bit shorter and a little bit more concise or wherever, I guess, to where people like. But it's like, you know, I just keep getting these comments like, oh, you had a 20-minute video with 5 minutes of information or whatever. It could have been done more. The pace was fine and all that stuff. And it's just like, are you going around critiquing people's YouTube channels? Is that what you do? Like, you're here to watch a product review. Why are you sitting there acting like you're turning in, like you're grading a college paper or something? Like, if you don't like the video, stop watching it. Go somewhere else. If you want to dislike the video, but sitting there watching the whole entire video, probably disliking it. I have no idea if the people who say it are disliking the video, but doing that and then like leaving a comment like, why are you taking your time out your day to care that much? You know what I'm saying? It's about a product. It's a product review. It's not something that was like controversial or like rage bait or anything like that. It's just weird to me. You know what I mean? And that's why I just like, I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? The stupidity. I really don't. But that's all I had. This video is already super long, but yeah, hopefully the medicine, you know, changes things up for the better. I don't know. It's gonna take a couple weeks, obviously, to see any kind of recourse from it. I have to constantly get my blood drawn to make sure that everything is working right in my body because of the medication. And then hopefully you can get on some kind of schedule for my son with his daycare and stuff like that. I'm extremely exhausted and tired as of late because we have the daycare only runs a certain amount of hours a day or whatever in certain times. And then my son just doesn't adhere to that time, even with us trying to put on a schedule. And then my wife's schedule flip flops from sometimes she's days, sometimes she's nights. And it's just like trying to shoehorn in the content creation, whether it be live streaming or, you know, doing the product reviews, and then trying to find certain companies that are willing to work with me. And then the ones that are reaching out to do the product reviews, I just don't feel 100% comfortable with some of them. And then the ones I have chosen to work with that are coming up, it still just doesn't feel, I don't know, just doesn't, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. This video was somewhat long. Didn't want it to be this long, but it is what it is. I'll catch you guys in the next one though. Y'all take care. Have a squid-tastic day. God bless you and yours. Deuces, everybody. Much love.